This catfish did not grow its own cancer. Genetically, it appears to have caught somebody else's living tumor, and the thing moving between fish is not a virus, bacterium, or conventional parasite. The infectious agent appears to be the cancer cells themselves. In Lake Memphremagog, a freshwater lake shared by Vermont and Quebec, brown bullhead catfish began appearing with raised black patches across their skin. Between 2014 and 2017, researchers found these lesions run roughly 1/4 to 1/3 of the brown bullheads they sampled from the lake. Brown bullheads live near the bottom and help scientists monitor water quality, so chemical contamination immediately looked like the most obvious suspect. A major flood had recently pushed runoff into the lake. A virus also seemed possible. Both explanations were reasonable. Neither ultimately explained the tumor DNA. Pathology delivered the first unpleasant reveal. The black growths were malignant melanomas, skin cancer on a scaleless, bottom-dwelling fish that avoids tanning salons. But ordinary cancer begins inside one body. Each tumor should genetically resemble the fish carrying it, more than a similar-looking tumor inside another fish. Researchers collected tumor tissue and healthy tissue from affected fish, then compared both mitochondrial and nuclear genomes using detailed whole genome sequencing. Think of it as checking whether every suspicious package came from its own house, or whether the same sender kept quietly changing delivery addresses. The tumor genomes from different catfish clustered together. They were more closely related to one another than the individual fish physically carrying them, and they also shared hundreds of thousands of genetic variants that were absent from their hosts, vastly beyond the pattern expected from ordinary independent cancers. The cleanest explanation is a clonally transmissible cancer. One living lineage of cancer cells descended from one original tumor in a founder fish. That founder developed melanoma. Some cells escaped, reached another fish, attached to new tissue, evaded foreign tissue defenses, and continued growing inside a replacement body. For most cancers, crossing into another animal is a biological dead end. The cells must survive transfer, engraft, find nutrients, and evade foreign tissue defenses. This lineage appears to have completed that entire checklist. The tumor is not merely causing disease, it is acting as the infectious agent. Biology has apparently outsourced transmission to the problem itself, and the team found no detectable virus or microbe that could explain the repeated tumors. Instead, the cancer cells carried the shared genetic identity. That makes this the first documented transmissible cancer in any fish or freshwater ecosystem. Before this, natural transmissible cancers were known mainly from dogs, Tasmanian devils, and several marine bivalves, including clams, mussels, and cockles. Dogs spread one ancient lineage through mating. Devils spread facial tumors largely through biting. Bivalve cancer cells can travel between animals through seawater. The catfish add a new workplace, muddy freshwater. Unfortunately, the biological job description does not yet explain exactly how these cells commute. Brown bullheads gather tightly during spawning, creating repeated physical contact that could transfer cells directly. But researchers have not yet confirmed that route. Because these fish are scaleless and bottom-dwelling, loose tumor cells and sediment might instead reach a new host through damaged skin, mouth, or gills. Hormonal changes, pollutants, arsenic exposure, or other environmental stress might also weaken immune defenses. Those are plausible contributors, not established causes of transmission. The disease mainly appears in larger fish of reproductive age. It was not present at noteworthy levels before 2012, yet roughly 30% were affected by 2015. Heavily diseased fish can survive for years, and researchers have not documented a dramatic population collapse. The long-term biological cost remains completely uncertain.
Researchers do not yet know whether the cancer shortens life, reduces reproduction, changes behavior, or already exists in other brown bullhead populations across North America. Arsenic may be associated with the tumors, but association is not proof. It could influence the cancer's origin or susceptibility, or simply share the same environment. Researchers report no known infection risk to people. These living cells appear adapted to brown bullheads, while the ecological implications for wildlife remain important. A tumor lineage can outlive one host and continue evolving inside the next. So how many other cancers are already living like parasites, unnoticed?